So how's it going? Whoever's watching this. This is my first video and I'm currently in my car. I was just at the park walking, thought I'd clear my head, and I got inspired to make a video. For so many years I spent my life behind a camera, and I've always told myself if I were to, get in front of a camera, I'd talk about, stuff that's meaningful, mistakes that I've made, um, and just things that I'm going through in life, hoping that people can relate and hoping that, it can make someone out there who's going through something similar feel less alone. But what I really wanted to talk about was just just life in general, but there's certain aspects in life that I'm currently dealing with, like the pressures of culture, trying to fit in, and how that sometimes can backfire by not being your true authentic self. And also just like fear. I suffer with that so much. Even with the even with making this video, it's just like, what are people gonna think? What, like, but the purpose of it overpowers the fear that's in my brain. Sometimes we're afraid to be vulnerable. Culture has these little things like, oh, by the age of this you should be this and you should have this, and that's really not the case. Like currently I still live with my parents and I still struggle with money. And yeah, I'm embarrassed to say that. And I can't blame anyone but myself. And it's I've chosen paths that were not easy. I've taken so many chances in life. Sometimes when I'm on social media, I see my friends and I see what they have and families they're starting, and that sometimes could bring, it could bring me down. It could bring anxiety and even like mistakes that I've made in the past. And, people kind of hold you to that, and, they have every right to. It's important to to understand that people do change. And I'm currently in that pocket of life where I'm trying to become more of a man. And I'm learning through a lot of mistakes, which isn't the way to learn. I think fear is it's a big thing in this world, and it prevents us from being really honest with ourselves. For the longest I was trying to be like the people I admired, doing things their way, because I was afraid to admit, like, yeah, I want to wait for marriage, and stuff like that. As I grow, I'm just becoming more comfortable and more confident in being, that complete version of who I want to be, shedding away, the past versions of myself. These are just my thoughts. This is how my reality is, and it may not be the same for everyone else. But yeah, fear, I was really scared to even make this video. And I feel like the only way to get through it is to just do it. Just like this, setting up a camera in the car, um, and just hoping that it reaches, a particular viewer. My point pretty much is like, I'm in that phase where my thoughts and everything that I'm feeding my mind, things that I'm listening to, are all in alignment with this person that I'm trying to become. And there's certain things, like I have a passenger come in my car. I tend to like turn the music off or turn it to something I think they would be listening to, rather than the audio book I'm listening to or like the meditation music I'm listening to, just so they're like not weirded out. But I'm at a phase where it's like that's the stuff I'm on. I'm like putting my mind on a diet and just becoming more confident in that. So for years I've been just planting my mind with fear, just planting my mind with just negative talk on like what I think people think I am, and my past, everything holding me back to become who who I want to be. But I got to remember that the past is the past. Who I am right now is who I am. And that goes the same for everybody. So we can change, and it just takes time. And it just takes, caring for yourself and just planting the proper seeds in our minds. But I'm gonna end this video just to say that anyone going through it, you're not alone. This year has been hectic for a lot of people, I'm sure. And again, I'm only expressing my reality and how things have been on my end. And I really hope that it reaches the right audience, because I'm really finding it tough to like find people like me, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't really go out much. So, building a community and finding new friends is quite hard. So maybe this is a way to do that. But then again, I'm not really even, it's not like I'm looking for friends either. I'm just wondering if there's people out there like me that think like this. And if there's not, that's cool too. I'm to the point where I'm fine living like this. Feels right. It feels right for me. But yeah, if there's anyone that this video resonates with, just hit the subscribe. Feel free to, stay in contact, and yeah, everybody have a blessed day. Peace.